as a teacher, in the past when I guide practices, sometimes I don't see a full picture of the students. I don't claim to see all now, but I see more now. Is that sometimes people are coming from all kind of different situations and backgrounds, and they're going through a lot of pain, challenges, and I'm having this beautiful guided meditation. Yeah, it's supposed to be, everything's supposed to be perfect. I am guiding. Everything should follow the way I'm guiding. But that's not true. You say, feel the stillness. What are you talking about? Which stillness you're talking about? There is no stillness. Hear the silence. I don't know what silence means. There's so much noise in my head. Feel the openness in your heart. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even feel I have a heart. I don't feel anything. Or I feel pain when I draw attention. I feel block when I draw attention. If I don't draw attention to my heart, I feel better. When I draw attention to my heart, either I don't feel nothing or I feel blockages rather than spaciousness. So any of these practices, what you're guiding, doesn't make any sense to me. I suppose these people might be feeling something. I hope so. But I'm not feeling anything. So what do you do? What do you do is you should never give up your hope and trust. Okay. A little intent, a hope and trust can help you years of your life. Some people can maybe they don't feel so much like the high level of practices and the inner wisdom of anything, but maybe just a simple single trust protects them, their life. I have trust, and that trust is protecting me. I don't see anything, I don't feel anything, but I have a trust. I have a trust if something is there. When winter is very long, like in Europe, Northern Europe particularly, it's quite depressing, quite hard for people. It's very long, very dark, very wet. Weeks after weeks, sometimes you don't see sun at all. So what do? You trust that spring will come. You trust there is a spring. You trust beyond those clouds there is a sky. You trust beyond those clouds there is a sun. There is a warmth there. The space is there. The light is still there. The warmth is still there. It's a matter of time for me to access them. I trust its presence is still there. Even it's not close enough to you where you are in that moment in your life, but feeling the presence of trust somewhere, that trust is the probably only thing for that person in that moment. And you have to have it. You cannot lose that trust. You cannot afford to lose that trust. So can you say like, oh, I'm not really able to practice, I'm not able to do tsalung because my physical body condition. I'm not able to draw attention to these practices, I don't really feel stillness. I cannot really hear the silence. I cannot really feel that openness in my heart. And I don't have a practice now. No, you have a practice. You have a practice of trust. If you lose the trust, then you will really end up having nothing. You have to value that trust. I mean, in a way, in a refuge, I mean, in a very ordinary sense of when we say chamdo, chapsudo, or refuge, that's what it really means. You seek for help, you take a refuge. The moment you need help, need protection. Not when you don't need a protection. When you don't need a protection, when you don't need a refuge, then you don't have to take a refuge, right? When you need it, that moment you trust. So what is the refuge? It's really, in the end, it's really not much more than a trust to enlightened being, trust to that a source of all the knowledges. It's really about trust. An ultimate sense of trust is, of course, when you are fully merged with it, there is no doubt. There is a trust. But when you don't have access to it, you are not fully merged with it, so you do have a doubt. With doubt, there is a conceptual trust of feeling, thoughts. There is those trust there. That is very, very important. So what I'm saying here is, in the moment you don't feel that you have access to a full understanding or practices, you feel I'm not capable of, I'm afraid of doing practices, I don't know, I don't feel the access, then I'm saying trust is a very important part of it. Does that make sense?